Uh-oh.
Is seeking these sort of interactions to see what kind of play he can get. He can get someone. Here, he got it did. This, Mr. Blandino, you are having fun. You are doing it right. That knows whose motive. You're
Hang on. If you guys can already hear, I'm watching the damn thing. Didn't think the closing arguments would go this long.
Mr. Blandino has decided that this is how he's decided he wants to have fun.
Hang on.
Is by going after judges, sending them inappropriate correspondence, having inappropriate contacts with them in an attempt to see if he can influence their actions.
Might as well watch the rest of this, and then we'll get started. Sorry.
Jury instruction number 12. That's the definition of extortion. A person who, with the intent to extort or gain any money or other property. You're instructed as to what extort means. Extort is defined in jury instruction number 12. Extort means influencing another person's actions through withholding a disclosure of information.
Yeah.
That's...
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's going to be closing anyway, because the jury,
influencing or seeking to influence.
even if he ended it right now, the jury's going to only have 45 minutes until the end of the day to deliberate.
And he also, because this is an or, right, sought to gain money. Well, the money was not a large amount, right? $25 in his own pocket. Two different ways here.
Hang on.
That Mr. Blandino
Wazoo
has met that first subsection of the first element of extortion, both by withholding information, right, and influencing action, as well as to gain money. $25. It could be 50 cents. It could be $2 million. It doesn't matter. It's going in his pocket, and that's what it is. It's going to him. And I'll just note, because defense counsel argued a lot that, well, this is going to repay somebody and the money's going here and there. It does not matter. That is not an element of the crime. It doesn't matter where the money was going. He said, you need to pay me $25. It doesn't matter what he was going to do with it afterwards. And then, across the whole thing, the next way that you get his intent is Mr. Blandino's intent to influence the actions of a public officer. I'll note for you that throughout
I know, right, Sean?
every piece of correspondence that Mr. Blandino provided to Mr. Federico, it was addressing Mr. Federico in his capacity as a judge pro tem, in his official capacity. It begins right here. Exhibit 3, the note that he wrote on April
right on, Nikari.
Michael Federico, pro tem judge, alternate judge, City of Las Vegas. April 25th, 2019. Michael Federico, in his capacity as a judge pro tempore. When he finally tells him exactly what he wants, Michael Federico, alternate judge for Department 20, Courtroom 1C, Las Vegas Municipal Court, at the Regional Justice Center. The May 9th letter that he dated because he'd been working on it for several days, May 8th, Michael Federico, in his capacity as a judge pro tempore. All of it, ladies and gentlemen, was directed at Mr. Federico in his capacity as
oh man, the video closed out.
Everything that he sought to do was influence Mr. Federico's actions as a judge pro tempore. as a public officer. None of it is appropriate. It's illegal. That's the bottom line.
Hang on.
Even if you buy what defense is saying, that you just want to sit down, though we'll go into that, and his own words belie that. If he says, Mr. Federico, I'm going to file complaints against you unless you sit down and talk to me, that's extortion, right? That is extortion. Defense went on and on about Detective Meat said, yeah, you can ask to meet with anyone. Yeah, sure. You can say, hey, look, I want to talk to you, I want to meet. But you cannot threaten somebody to do anything. This is not, as defense counsel said, a form of theft, as much as it is a form of coercion. This is a way that what the law has done here is made it illegal for people to say, I want you to do something, or else I'm going to do this other thing that you really don't want me to do. Because here, in this case, those things, imputing disgrace upon Michael Federico by filing a complaint with the Nevada Commission on Judicial Discipline, by sending all these things, these horrible allegations to his bosses, all of that, by filing criminal charges with the FBI, all of those.
I thought I could get this to work, but apparently not. I mean, honestly, it shouldn't be this way. My CPU should be strong enough to be able to play video and play a video game and stream at the same time, damn it. It's bullshit.
Federal civil rights crime, and accusing him of that to the FBI.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Did it just crash? What? Everything just something just happened on me. What the fuck? Oh no. The game crashed. Yeah, the game crashed on me. I guess it was asking too much.
And fading. In fact, when Mr. Blandino starts ramping up his behavior, right, when he doesn't get the response that he wants, and I'm not talking about the first response or the second response, I'm talking about the response on May 15th, 2019.
Hey, Bubba.
After that letter that he sent on May 9th, 2019, when he doesn't get a response back from Mr. Federico, I
hate that. I mean,
he makes good on his threat.
If it's true, then fine. But I honestly thought that this CPU should be able to handle this, but I guess maybe not.
To the managing board of directors of his firm, all of his bosses. And what did Mr. Federico tell you about that? It was humiliating. It was humiliating. That's it. Mr. Blandino has committed extortion so many different ways in this case. Not just one. There's not just one avenue of extortion here. And it begins with Mr. Blandino. It begins right there in the note that he wrote on April 8th, 2019.
Y'all can hear it at least, right?
Began filing my complaints against you, indicating that it's for his courtroom activities including violations of the code. He indicates that he's required by his religious beliefs and practices to give him an opportunity to negotiate a settlement. Please let me know within the next 10 days, indicating how serious he is, because he's been effective. He's been effective because his last 2 letters have resulted in votes of caution. So please, don't take this matter lightly.
By the way, guys, I've added a couple of sound alerts to Twitch.
Say, hey, I just want to sit down and I want
so if you spend bits, you can
doesn't say that.
spam Mimi sound bites
but I'd love an apology.
to the point where I'll probably turn them off after about an hour.
What it says is I'm going to file a complaint or to negotiate. Extortion begins there. Then, when he doesn't hear anything from Mr. Federico, he goes to the Regional Justice Center. He told you that he was all around that day. He was all around. Yet somehow, he walks into the courtroom, still carrying his tray of stuff, with his shoes untied from walking through security. And he told you.
All right, here we go.
To that courtroom,
New area.
he looked right into it and he could see Mr. Federico right there on the bench. Okay. Now, he goes in, he sits down, he gets kicked out. Mr. Federico, in no unclear terms, in his capacity as a judge, in that moment, says, you need to leave because you came to my private law office, don't stop me. Defense and the defendant himself told you, if only he had said, just don't come back, I don't want to talk to you, that's it, nothing like that, then that would have been it. There are no clear terms. Get out of the courtroom, don't stop people? But what does Mr. Blandino do? Well, now he's getting the reaction he wants. Now, Mr. Blandino is having fun. And if you aren't having fun, you aren't doing it right. So now, Mr. Blandino knows he's on the right path.
Bubba, it's the
has set forth upon
closing arguments for the Kim Blandino case.
Get out of Mr. Federico. So he goes, he files a customer feedback complaint for whatever that's worth, and takes that and attaches it to a letter to the media. 2019.
Hello.
This is the letter that, once again, to Michael Federico, in his official capacity as a judge pro tempore, as we discussed. The subject line itself indicates what's occurring here. The subject line itself indicates, I mean, it might as well say, subject, extortion. Desire not to have to file a formal complaint with the Nevada Commission on Judicial Discipline. That's not how this works. If a judge is doing does something unethical,
Hey, Amanda.
it should just be reported. They should be reported. Anybody that's doing something unethical should just be reported. You, Mr. Blandino, I should say, as a private citizen, anybody in this country doesn't have a right
Hey, Anthony.
to dangle
waiting for you.
something
I
over
knew
someone's
you
head.
had the stuff
Say,
of champions.
you were unethical.
I
Now,
hereby
you
invite you to the volcano.
you committed a crime.
All right.
my hand
Now you have to do what I say.
and have audience
That
with my
is
mistress.
extortion. That is the purpose of this crime.
Give me your hand.
And in this
I will
particular
pray
letter,
that
Mr.
you
Blandino
follow the same path
discusses
as Lady
thoroughly
Tanith.
what he'd initially started talking about. In addition to identifying himself as a volunteer investigator for the Nevada Commission on Judicial Discipline, not helping the Nevada Commission on Judicial Discipline, he is for the Nevada Commission on Judicial Discipline, indicating, I came to your offices to see if we could resolve the complaint without having to use scarce judicial and Nevada Commission on Judicial Discipline Resources. He indicates that he's done so with other misbehaving judges. And then he goes on. So to avoid having the Nevada Commission on Judicial Discipline subject complaint to their protocols, I once again reach out to you to resolve this matter between you and I, or your attorney and I, if you wish to have an intermediary. You remember that whole argument defense counsel had about all Mr. Blandino wanted to do was to sit down with Mr. Federico?
To the Volcano Manor.
Bateman already finished, Anthony.
2019.
This is the prosecutor's rebuttal.
He doesn't even have to deal with them
one
directly.
of you,
We can
a
have intermediaries.
warrior of promise.
That's
I believe she
this whole
said.
sit-down thing.
Perhaps you are prepared
It's not
to
even a
make
real
a
thing.
commitment. Will
Because
you join
you
us
take a look
here
at
at the
Mr.
Volcano
Blandino's
Manor
words.
and resist
didn't
the
care.
tide? Why accept the
He
burden
wants to see
of
what
their
he can get
grace?
out of
Or
Mr.
be
Federico,
fooled by
whether
the
it's Mr.
dogmatic
Federico dealing with
Uh-oh.
him directly or Mr. Federico's
Rise with
intermediary.
us.
Against the Erd Tree? What?
And that
I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of commitment yet.
following through
I just got here, lady.
of strength that God gives me to do so. He indicates the sacrifice that I spent in time, inconvenience, and discomfort is very small compared to what they suffered to establish freedom and liberty based upon the very principles that God and Son Jesus would wish for all on this planet to ensure. The sacrifice that I spend in time, inconvenience, and discomfort? I mean, definitely putting himself out to be a martyr, but
Hey, Rare Peach.
you aren't doing
There's
it.
the map.
You aren't having fun, you aren't doing it right. Doing it is having fun. And then
Where's my horse?
it goes further. In that April 25th, 2000.
What the hell is going on? Oh,
Just about.
where's my horse? Why is my horse invisible?
Stop.
Whee!
Stop.
Whoa! What the hell's going on?
This is improper, and I'm making a bar complaint against you. I'm making a bar complaint against you, Mr. Dickerson. I will get these steps, and I will make a bar complaint.
Oh my god! Blandino's threatening to put a bar complaint against the prosecutor.
You have to do that.
Completely and totally inappropriate.
It's inappropriate for him to come here multiple times, and you know that, Judge.
He's in the well. He is permitted to walk around the well.
You would not let me do that if I were representing myself.
Stop.
If I were going over to the prosecution.
I'm sorry. Look, I was just asking on
Okay,
you can
we're
be,
gonna
if he
take a
doesn't,
recess. During this recess,
I
you're
can
allowed
stay.
not to discuss or communicate.
No!
By voice phone, email, text, internet, or other means of communication.
Oh my god.
Listen to any news or media accounts or commentary about the case, doing research, such as consulting dictionaries, using the internet, or using reference materials, make any investigation.
Oh god, I'm dying! Oh god, it's killing me, fuck!
Or in any other way investigate regarding the case, or find is submitted to you. We need recess, and I'm going to let you know already.
all right, so after you were disturbed.
Hey, Taco. Doing okay, considering? Wow. Well, that happened. I know. Scout, I'm watching it. Hold on.
Totally inappropriate. If you don't like something, tell your
I told my
attorney.
attorney 3 times. He should
And
have
you will
said.
raise it with the court.
He did not,
Okay?
and I had
He's
to raise
in the
it.
well. He can walk around in the well if he wants to.
When I had
I'm
my
not
stu-
sure
when I
why
had my
you-
trial in the 1990s, I tried to walk around and Judge Moppin, he said, you can't walk around, you gotta stand at the table. And you wouldn't have, if I were representing myself, you would not allow me to go over to the prosecution table. I know that for a fact, and if you're in your heart, you advocate the truth,
Stop
you'd say that's
pointing at
true.
me.
You know that's true.
Stop shouting at me.
I'm sorry. I'm a little bit heated, I
No, you're
apologize.
completely and totally out of control. It's not
No.
heated, it is completely and totally out of control. Okay, I'd like to bring the jury back in so Mr. Dickerson can conclude his closing.
If he
Can
would,
you control yourself? Because if not, I'll just
I
remove
will,
you from
I
the
will,
courtroom.
I'm sorry, I apologize, but if he can agree not to come over here.
No, he doesn't have to agree with you about
He said he
anything.
would just a minute ago.
He doesn't have to agree with you about anything. If you can control yourself, you will be taken out of the courtroom
Okay, I
so that the
apologize.
prosecutor can conclude
I
with his
apologize.
closing.
I apologize.
Can
I'm
you
sorry.
control yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, if I just may, he's saying that I wouldn't make the objection. The third time he came over, he said, you know, I don't know what he did.
This is amazing.
To Mr. Dickerson.
I'm so sorry. I'm supposed to be playing Elden Ring, but this is amazing.
I'm going to object or ask Your Honor to have him not approach the defense table because he can't seem to control himself and he was turning. So I was not, and then he just started looking. So I was intending to ask Your Honor if he could not approach the defense table when this was,
I've never
whatever
seen
this was happening.
I've never seen anything like this. This is just completely and totally inappropriate. He's in the well. I mean, you can't control
Why wasn't I
yourself
told about that?
because the district attorney is walking around giving his closing argument.
Why is he getting that close to the table,
Like I
Judge?
said, if you cannot control yourself, you will be taken out of the courtroom so Mr. Dickerson can conclude. Do you understand what's gonna happen? You can't scream at people in the courtroom.
That's my normal voice.
It's screaming.
I can't whisper,
Okay, that's a normal voice right there.
yeah, I'm kind of.
Okay, when you start screaming at people in the middle of the closing argument.
Oh my God.
it's totally inappropriate. You realize the jury just saw what you did?
I know they saw that.
That's not good for you. I'm just here to tell you.
I know that.
That is not good for you.
That's why he was taunting me.
So-
He wanted a reaction. He wanted a
So
reaction.
Mr.
and he got it.
Dickerson owns you? Okay.
No, he
So
wanted
his
to do it.
behavior.
Oh!
You behave.
That was taunting.
Okay,
That was
he was
taunting.
not-
So Mr. Dickerson owns you?
No, it is
Can
not.
you control yourself so I can bring the
Yes, I
jury
can.
back in?
I can.
Okay, have a seat.
Thank you.
You can bring the jury back in.
I think this would take.
Stop talking. Like, I'm not kidding. I will have you removed.
Oh, I know you're not kidding, Judge.
Okay.
Oh, this was amazing.
Boss fight.
I know, right, some old dude? This might be a boss fight right here. Ah, if only you guys could see be on live watching this, but this is amazing. But I needed to play Elden Ring, you know? I mean, I guess I should have seen this coming, but I thought we were past it because they were in the middle of closing arguments, but I guess Blandino could not help himself.
It's gonna be a moment, man. There's two of them in the restaurant.
Okay, no problem.
Hey, Doug.
Don't say it.
I found some more Shiner holiday cheer.
He was taunting me, and I fell for it. I guess he got what he wanted. He got what he wanted. He wanted an outburst, and Dickerson, he wanted it.
And you're admitting that you're incapable of controlling yourself.
There was a possibility of me blowing, and he got what he wanted.
How would he know that? I mean, it's just,
Because he studied me. This guy is an expert on studying people.
Judges see me do so many closing arguments.
I mean, in fairness, we all knew this. We all knew this. But now, he basically demonstrated to the jury that this guy, he cannot control himself. He wants to be the center of attention. He wants to be in control. The fact that he threatened Dickerson with a bar complaint basically fucked all of Bateman's attempt at a closing. I seriously feel so bad for Bateman right now. Because I thought he did the best that he possibly could in a closing argument.
And there was much rejoicing.
Oh my god.
If I was prosecution, I would come right next to Kim.
Thank you, Taco.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated.
Does the state stipulate to the presence of the jury panel?
We do, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Dickerson, you may continue.
Where did we leave off? April 25th, 2019. This was, in addition, at this point in time, he writes, I believe you should seriously consider resigning. Not, I believe that we should sit down and have a talk. And I just want an apology.
Oh,
He goes on.
wild.
We should meet to see if we can. We should meet and see if these matters can be settled for all concerned.
I don't
and
think
for a
the jury
multitude
needs
of
to
reasons,
deliberate
as
after
cited
that.
part of
Yeah,
law.
Joshua.
Please know that you will be judged. You have judged.
I don't think so, Deacon. I honestly think the prosecutor got what he wanted,
Meeting.
and he probably doesn't even need to go for it again, even though the judge kind of gave him a pass.
Coerced by the withholding of filing complaints, by the withholding of the disgrace that that Mr. Blandino intends to impute upon Mr. Federico.
Lord Reichard.
And so,
Oh, hell no, Anthony. He's not going to get the full 11 years.
he's
No,
already
absolutely not.
said all that. It's already become so clear that everything defense counsel said about sit down and talk, and I just wanted, you know.
My prediction is probably,
Well, by that point in time, when you're asking for an apology under a coercive threat,
2 years,
but we know that's
1 year
not all.
suspended with time served.
We know that Mr. Blandino wanted much more than just an apology, because
And then probably some measure of supervised release.
2019, when Mr. Federico called him
Ah, I forgot to get a freaking...
and just said, what's it
All right.
going to take to get you out of my hair? Mr. Blandino could have just said, oh man.
Right on, Josh.
Apology, right?
Mi-
No, he's already committed.
Sean, Mr. Federico is the judge at the center of all of this. The judge was the one who presided over Blandino's traffic trial and the one who Blandino allegedly extorted.
At minimum, it's going to require an apology in a public forum. And the other things, I'm going to have to think about those. I'm going to have to take some time to think about it, and I'll get back to you. Because there were always other things. How far can he take this? Mr. Blandino, how far could you take it? Well, that's why we know. We look at this defense that Mr. Blandino has proffered, entrapment. This is an affirmative defense where he bears the burden of producing evidence of governmental instigation. government has an instigator.
You're at 143? Oh my god.
All of his actions here today, his actions there on April 8th.
Yes, I did, Josh.
April 25th, 2019. On April 29th.
Yeah, I'm level 59.
On May 2nd and May 3rd, and May 16th, and May 9th, 2019. All of those were his own actions. Just as much as him jumping up in the courtroom today and yelling were his own actions.
I spilled water myself.
Oh my god! Stop it!
And so...
He's so...
Defendant bears the burden of producing evidence of governmental...
Why is my horse invisible?
They have not shown governmental instigation. Nonetheless, the only way that you even reach the other considerations under entrapment are if you find, yeah, it appears that Mr. Blandino has shown governmental instigation. Well, that doesn't exist. We'll still talk about the other part.
Blandino on the
So
TV.
once
Arty on
Mr.
the
Blandino
computer.
puts forth evidence
Drinking
of
beer.
governmental instigation.
Great Tuesday.
That sounds like a fantastic Tuesday to me, Scout. Thank you very much, man.
Predisposed to commit the crime. And then the law provides you a number of things that you can consider, but it's not everything, because you can consider literally everything that you've heard. All the evidence. Everything that you know to be true, and everything that you can make a reasonable inference about. Including the character of the defendant. Who first suggested the criminal activity? We just went through that. It was Mr. Blandino himself. Whether the defendant engaged in the activity for profit, well, he was getting $25, whether it was to pay a debt that he owed or to go into his pocket. Either way, yes, for his own profit. Whether the defendant demonstrated any reluctance, zero reluctance. Zero reluctance. Mr. Blandino never demonstrated any reluctance because Mr. Blandino...
Like, I can't tell if this is intentional or not, but I think it's a bug.
He set out on this path because this is what he does. And that goes back to the first one, his character.
Is everybody invisible? What the fuck?
Mr. Blandino is a man who does this by his
Oh my god.
By his admission on the stand, by everything in his letters, this is what he does. And if you're not having fun, you are doing it. That's the kind of character that Mr. Blandino is. And the nature of the government...
Oh, come on!
Let's talk about that. The nature of the government's inducement was...
Your camera invisible.
Saying,
I don't know, some old dude. I don't know if this is a glitch or this is intentional. I'm not sure yet.
There was no offer to pay Mr. Blandino. There was no offer to do an apology in writing by a judge, acknowledging that Mr. Blandino has a right to go and view all courtroom proceedings anywhere he wants. There was no offer to have Mr. Federico in his capacity as a pro tem judge go take a judge class at the Judicial College in Reno. There was no offer for Mr. Federico to pay $500 to the Clark County Law Library. None of that. There was no inducement. The inducement is, if they want to have anything to argue, is nothing more than a phone conversation. There was nothing more to offer there. This was all Mr. Blandino's own doing. And the most important factor, the law goes back, is whether the defendant demonstrated reluctance, which was overcome by the government's inducement. Again, that's the most important factor, and there was zero reluctance. How do we know that? Well, other than all the evidence, what did Mr. Blandino sound like on that call? Giddy. That's how it was described by witnesses. But Mr. Blandino owned the account of that call. He was happy and surprised.
We've gone to plaid.
There's no entrapment here. So that call goes on
I actually think this might be intentional.
to
Because there are buildings there are like buildings that are like translucent as well. Like look at these banners.
that he ultimately said
And the columns.
on May 2nd, where he indicates, as you've seen over and over in this document, to Mr. Federico, right, in his capacity as a pro tem judge, what he wants, what we just talked about, this full trial, $25 in his pocket, an apology in writing with an acknowledgement that he can go and view any of these courtroom proceedings, $500 to the Clark County Law Library, or going up to Reno for several days to take a class, a judge class at your own expense. That is action by Mr. Federico in his capacity as a judge. So, influencing the actions of a public officer is what Mr. Blandino set out to do. That's his intent the whole time. That's his intent with everything he does. When he contacts these judges, when he sends these
Oh my God.
all he wants to do is influence the actions of judges.
All these other enemies are invisible
That
too.
is what his intent is. And by sending all of these correspondence to Mr. Federico in his capacity as a pro tem judge, his intent to do that with Mr. Federico is clear. This was not his intent to influence Mr. Federico in his capacity as a private civil lawyer, as a dad of 6 kids.
God damn
as
this.
just some guy.
What the hell?
He
This.
made it clear.
Oh my God, this game is too big. This game is too fucking big, guys. Oh my God.
Point in case, beyond just what we see in all these documents.
I thought I was close to revealing everything else.
Was go
But
take
look,
a class
look
for
at his
judges
shit.
at the judicial college.
All of this has yet to be
This
revealed.
is something that a judge does. That's it. He's influencing his actions in his capacity as a judge. That's what he intends to do. And what he's threatening to do is clearly not file the complaints with the Commission on Judicial Discipline. So, at this point in time, we have, that's the
Oh, these are known
appeal
bugs? Okay.
is not to file the complaints with the Commission on Judicial Discipline.
Thank you, Symbol Dude.
But after that is when it starts to ramp up, right? Again,
These are known bugs. Look online.
now, Mr. Blandino is seeing that he's getting something, or at least feels that way. And
Oh my God.
starting to have fun.
Oh no.
So let's play some more and see what he can do. So he ramps it up. He ramps it up by responding to the email that Mr. Federico sent on May 9th.
This is fucking ridiculous.
Mr. Blandino had been preparing for days, 2 days approximately. The letter of May 8th.
Wow. Well, I'm at 64 hours.
Letter of May 8th, where Mr. Blandino indicates, I spent a great deal of very valuable time preparing that document. I will need an answer or for you to otherwise respond to this proposed settlement on or
Bubba,
before
that's
May 23rd,
insane.
2019. I do appreciate the call, he says. I'm doing this
I don't
more
know.
for people that follow me, he insists.
Oh God, it's her again.
Now, he goes on.
Fingers lady.
He called it in this letter what he's offering, Mr. Federico, what he's offering not to do, not file those judicial complaints as something very serious. As he indicates it. Something very serious. And he then goes on, and this is where he ramps it up. In fact, can be criminally prosecuted for a misdemeanor violation of federal civil rights under 18 U.S.C. Section 242 for your actions on April 25th, 2019.
Sacrilege.
So it wasn't until after he'd already sent his
Wherever the
first
path leads,
iteration of what he wanted
so shall
that he has to
you
put on more pressure. And he has to say,
Wherever
well,
the path
obviously
leads.
Mr. Federico's not getting the message, so I need to pressure him further. Up until this point in time, Mr. Blandino had not threatened to accuse
The curse of
Federico
Queen
crime.
Marika.
But
All right, Deacon.
goes on in this letter and decides, well, we gotta do that because what else am I gonna threaten him with at this point in time? What else is gonna get him to act? What else is gonna get him to engage with me? As he says, I have already told you that if we cannot settle this matter, I'll file a complaint with the Nevada Commission on Judicial Discipline. But then he goes on, if we cannot come to a settlement, I believe it would be proper to go to the FBI with a criminal complaint against you for stopping me from observing you on the bench on April 25th, 2019, which he indicates is a violation of 18 U.S.C. 242, a civil rights violation in Israel. That's not it. That's not all that he's now ramping it up to threaten. He's now adding in additional threats. Additionally, he indicates, I have come to realize you work in a partnership, held Olson, Canning, Gormley, and Gulo and Stabersky.
Hi.
That I should give notice to these individuals of the matters involved prior to filing with the Nevada Commission on Judicial Discipline or the FBI. And then he tells all of us exactly what he's thinking. The calculus is simple. Putting myself in place of any one of these partners and everything else equal, I would want to know that a person who worked with the firm and had a prominent webpage was not bringing any disrepute in any way to the firm or its name. Because he indicates these issues could affect how the firm is viewed in the public. And then he goes on, therefore, consistent with my beliefs, I will send a copy of all the relevant documents.
All right, so in actual fairness,
And Gulo and Stabersky, unless I hear from you by May 15th, 2019. Extortion again.
I'm about to go to what people have said online is arguably the toughest boss in the game and arguably one of the toughest bosses in the entire Soul series. So, yeah, let's see what's going to happen here.
Of a public officer. He will expose him to disgrace by sending all of this stuff to the partners of his firm. Well, we all know what
Oh my
happened.
God! Okay, I thought my horse is visible over here too.
He didn't get what he wanted. He didn't get it the next day, and he didn't get it on May 15th.
Wait, my horse is invincible.
So,
What the fuck?
He made good on one of his threats when...
Seriously, what
on
the
May
hell's going
15th,
on?
2019, he sent that email with all the attachments, every single thing that had so far been sent to Mr. Federico, to the partners of the firm. And in there, he pressures the partners of the firm to sit down with Mr. Federico so that these things don't become public, right? He says, I'll need a response within 1 week. He says, he also indicates there that since I gave Mr. Federico till May 23rd to settle before filing a complaint, I gave a deadline of May 15th to at least begin good faith negotiations, or I will notify the firm so that the firm has a heads up if Mr. Federico fails to inform the firm of the situation. He might be required to do so. And I've attached all my prior submissions, he says, knowing that this would bring disrepute, that this would humiliate Mr. Federico, and so he did it. The whole time. In his mind, he was doing it right, because he was having fun. Mr. Blandino does not care what the law is. He does not care what he is allowed to do by law. He only cares what he can try to get other people to do, because that is fun for him. He wants to control my closing argument in this courtroom today. He wants to
He did
control
try to
Mr.
do that.
Federico the same way. These are his actions, all of them. None of this is government instigation. All of this is Kim Blandino. And because of that, ladies and gentlemen, because of everything that he did in this case, the multiple ways that he has committed extortion, we are asking you to find him guilty of but one count of extortion. Though there are several extortion matters here, we only ask you to find him guilty of the one count that he charged with everything. Further, it's clear. It's clear that he's been holding himself out as an investigator for the Nevada Commission on Judicial Discipline. He does that so that he could have an air of authority. The investigators for the Nevada Commission on Judicial Discipline, well, it was argued by defense counsel that they're not public officers. You have an instruction on that. By law, they're required to have investigators. Further, that these investigators have the ability to compel evidence and compel witnesses.
Got him.
We have the authority to employ and contract with investigators. Nevada Commission on Judicial Discipline investigators have legal authority to compel by subpoena the attendance of witnesses and the production of evidence. Jury instruction number 15 tells you what a public officer is. Clearly, investigators for the Commission on Judicial Discipline are public officers. That's what he's pretending to be.
Hey, Alpha.
They argued further as it goes to the impersonation of a public officer that Mr. Federico was not injured. Just because Mr. Blandino laughed at Mr. Federico's anguish, his worry, his concern, the concern for his family, the fact that he started carrying a firearm, the fact that he started worrying about his kids' bus routes, just because he laughs at that and he doesn't think it's something, it is. He's injured. That's the bottom line. And the action which he did to cause that injury was extortion. He's doing all of it under the
I'm just letting all these guys kill each other for the experience points. Pretty easy now.
Somebody that can
Yep,
harm.
I'm watching the closing arguments while playing.
That's it. He's guilty of that crime too. And so, ladies and gentlemen, you take a look at the evidence, you've seen it. What it mostly consists of are the defendant telling you exactly what he was doing. And we know he was trying to have fun. He was trying to have fun by influencing the action of a public officer like he has so many times and doing it by threat. So today, please show Mr. Blandino that this is not okay. This is illegal, and it's time to be held accountable. When you go back to that jury deliberation room, I ask you to come out and tell Mr. Blandino that he's guilty. Guilty of extortion and guilty of impersonation of a public officer. Thank you.
All right.
You do solemnly swear that you will keep this jury together in some private and convenient place, that you will not commit any personal harm, nor speak to them yourself, unless it be by order of the court, except to ask them whether they have agreed upon a verdict, and you will return them into court when they have so agreed. So I'll help you go on?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. At this time, Miss Melissa Zettino, you've been selected to be our alternate juror. So I am going to allow you to leave the courthouse if you want to. You will not be required to stay here during deliberations. However, I'm going to ask that you see Miss Osterman before you leave. She's going to take charge of your notebook, your badge. She's also going to get your phone number just ask that you don't go further than 45 minutes from the courthouse. So if we need you to come back for whatever reason, we can get you back here in a timely manner. We will contact you and let you know either you have to come back or that you have been discharged as a juror. And I just want to remind you that you're still under the obligation not to discuss this case with anyone. You can go see Ms. Osterman. She's going to meet you right up there. Take all your things, and Officer Moss will take you back to go and find your verdict.
Nice job, Michael.
Thanks, Jeff. Good talking.
He's still talking shit. He cannot help himself. Dude. Oh my god. Well, the jury has now been sequestered, or not sequestered, but they've been taken away for deliberations. The level cap is something stupid, but as you know, in the Souls games, there are soft caps for the stats. I don't know what those are though. I think someone looked it up, and the absolute level cap is something ridiculously high. I think it's like somewhere like 300 or 300 or 400 something is the absolute maximum cap. But the soft caps are probably varied. I don't know what those are, and I mean the soft caps are the ones that matter. Right. Oh, well, that's also a good question, Deacon. I know in Bloodborne, in Bloodborne, people, there's like an agreed upon level cap or range, and that was like 115 or 120. Who knows what it's going to be here in Elden Ring, though. No, I spoke incorrectly. They're not sequestered. They just been taken away for deliberations. I'm gonna close this screen for now. Until they get back, if they get back. Got her. All right, see you later, Bubba.
The Kim Blandino thing, and as Liz D has pointed out, if the chair spins, Blandino wins. There's an official introduction. I don't know what they're doing. It doesn't look like they're really cooking yet. Well, let's add it and see. Can you hear me? I made all sorts of adjustments. I turned my mic down to almost 0. I don't know if it went too far. And now I want to test it with their audio, but I'm not hearing anything.
Is that the Halo theme? What the hell?
Thank you.
And it's over. All right, let me just close this out. Give myself a little bit more performance right now. This place is deserted. It was a hot mess. There we go. Oh, hello. It would work. I did not miss that. I did actually see that. I did see that during the closing arguments, actually. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Can I not get out here? Hey, what's up, Mike? Hey, Mindy. Yeah, I did eat before starting. Blade! Hey, my boy, what's up, man? God damn it!
Thought I might find you here. I must admit, I was a little worried. We missed our meeting. But it looks like you're still in one piece, eh? You must
Just
have heard
cause
by
it's
now,
been a
right?
while.
That Starscourge Radahn holds Riley's fate in stasis. But once he's out of the way...
Thank you, Doug, for the $25 super chat.
...motion. So now, we stand against the demigod once known as the strongest of them all.
Oh, yeah?
The head is pleasingly simple. We fight, sword and fang. Once more into the fray together, eh? This might even be fun.
Blade, you're all right, man.
Once more into the fray.
There's no way in hell you're going to have a tragic future. Not in this Soulsborne game. Who are you? Thank you.
Once more into the fray.
Champions, welcome.
Yeah.
The stars have aligned. The festival is nigh.
Festival.
General Radahn.
God damn it! Why? Why?
Defeat the general, claim glory, and grab that great rune. A celebration.
Thank you, Kivy, for the $25 tip.
Can't let Doug have all the fun.
Aight. Can I talk to you? Hey, what's up?
Are you good and prepared, young chum? The festival begins. I see. When you are ready.
Yeah, let's go ahead and spend these, let's go ahead and spend these, runes, beforehand. Yeah? Um.
Welcome. The stars have aligned.
It should be. Kivy, I'll have to fix that.
Radon, mightiest demigod of the Are you good in the festival?
Before we begin, allow me to paint you
Ooh,
the
cutscene.
full picture.
All right. What's up? Guys, cutscene, cutscene, cutscene.
General Radon is cursed ever to wander.
That is a big dude.
Eaten from the inside by Melania's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone. Now he gathers the corpses of former friends and foes alike, gorging on them like a dog.
Oh my god.
Howling at the sky. But now,
I did not know that, Sean. I did see that video that you posted, though. I finally did. It was awesome.
Begin the celebration of war. The Radon Festival. You will find the field of battle past the church ahead, upon the shore under the fort. General Radon is there, even now, divested of his wits, devouring corpses, and howling at the sky.
Ooh, try gesturing. Okay. Let's do it then. Nothing? Usually gotta wait a long time, though. Ah, they probably did lie. Help me. Core, oh core. Lord ahead. First off seems familiar. Visions of a strong foe. Yeah, there's a door ahead. Yep, I spent my runes. Oh no. Okay. All right, Mike. See you later. Oh no. Fucking hell! All right. I bet you'd die here. I knew it. I knew it. Funny. Tarnish can't swim, apparently. Oh, gotta get that timing right. Damn it! I did not get it right there. Oh. Oh no! Ooh! Ow! Hey! Oh my god, I feel bad for the horse. Oh no! Ah! Patches, what the fuck? There goes all my support. And there's blind. No! Fuck! Oh my god. Festival of Battle, am I right? I dodged that, you bastards! Motherfucker! He's too far away for me to do ranged attacks. Way too far away. Even if, and I have a short range bow. Even if I had a long range, it's still too far away to do anything from there. There we go. Come on, Patches, be useful. Okay. I think if I'm able to dodge and get all of those NPCs to help me out, I might have a chance. It looks like I might have a chance, but I need to be better at, obviously better at dodging, but also being able to read what his moves are. Let's do this again. Cat, I've entered hell. Just as you said, I'm trying to beat a psychotic boss. Damn it! Missed it. He's allegedly 60 plus, so I'm at the low end minimum for this boss. Wolf, no! Uh-oh. Wait, Patches returned to his world? So Patches betrayed me, you piece of shit! Fuck! It's so in character! I just realized that instead of saying Patches died, it said Patches returned to his world, and which means that he just fucking noped the fuck out of there. You fucking coward. You prick. Which means I shouldn't even bother. Shouldn't even fucking bother summoning him. Save myself the trouble. Ah! Damn it! Fucking hell. Armored Core too? Maybe I'm not ready. Well, people were saying that he is arguably the toughest boss in the game, if not the entire Souls franchise. They might be right. Dodged. Bleed damage. Okay, that's good to know. I am still in my work clothes, actually, yeah. I may or may not be screwed here. I might have to give this another go, or else I'm just gonna say screw it and just have to grind a little bit. Bleeding does work. I did see that he did get susceptible to it. What the fuck? Ah! True. There you go. Blood. You gotta bleed it. He is a tank. Alright, this really is my last try, and then it's just... I'm just gonna see what I can do to grind. This guy's ridiculous. He got staggered right there. All right, I think I'm gonna have to do that. Grind and also kind of look up a little bit more of his movesets. He can obviously be staggered, so that's good. He's susceptible to bleed to bleed. And maybe I need to when he finally gets up close and stop using his range attacks, I should get on my horse. That's also a theory too, but I think it probably would help if I grinded a little bit, maybe get myself to level 70 beforehand. I mean, I have barely explored so this Kaled area at all, so it'd probably be in my best interest to go explore around, you know. So might as well do that. But I'm gonna go ahead and change though. I want to change and get out of these clothes. Right, Winston? Hey. Winston. His stomach is his weak spot. The horse is good to dodge those multiple arrow attacks. There is a stack of weapons on the field which will tank one ranged attack. I think I picked those up, Nicholas. Radigan spears. I think I picked a couple of those up. On the weapons on the field which will tank one ranged attack. Gotcha. Alright. Alright, Winston. Winston. Alright, good to know. The stomach is the weak point. Horse is good to dodge. Those multiple arrow attacks. Stack of weapons. Alright. Those are actually pretty good tips. I'm not sure what you mean though by the stack of weapons which will tank one ranged attack. Does that, like, it'll negate like a ranged attack, or it's as good as one of his ranged attacks? That cat would have one shot. Hey. Nicholas, can you answer that for me before I go call it a day here, or at least just spend the rest of the evening grinding, exploring this area? Because I really haven't. I like ran roughshot and got all these graces, but I really haven't like explored. Like, I know there's a cave there. I don't think I've barely gone into this town at all, so I think there's like a big ass dragon over here. Which stack of weapons which will be destroyed after one ranged attack. Ah, okay, gotcha. Oh, so they're like spears. Right? Or, oh, do they only exist in the boss room, I guess? Yeah, that's what it looks like. You can only pick them up and use them while in the boss fight, I assume. All right. Good to know. Thank you for that, Nicholas. I appreciate it. So I am going to go change. Meanwhile, the kitties are probably asking for more food, even though I fed you, Archer. Rat. All right, I'll see you guys. We'll see what happens when I get myself up to spec. Talk to y'all later.